Students, today we will start with a new chapter, lines and angles, lines and angles. You know, in the geometry, the very basic terms, that is point you know, line you know, straight line you know, line segment you know, and the ray you know. Now you have to write all these terms before going to this lines and angles chapter. So what you have to write in the notes, let us take down point, its definition you have to write. Next, line, straight line, ray, line segment. I will give you a brief remembrance, brief note about these definitions. As you know, in the Euclid geometry, point is just a dot which has no measurements, which has no length, breadth, anything. So point is the basic term used in the geometry. It is just a dot, and you can write the definition given by the Euclid. Then what is line? If see what I am doing, I am putting the dots one beside the other, one beside the other, one beside the other. So when these points are joined, or when these points are seen, one beside, when we put the points one beside the other very nearly, it will become a line. Whether it is a straight line or any curved line or any line, but line is a collection of the dots or the collection of the points in a one direction or in the direction we want, that is known as the line. Next comes the straight line. How we denote it? Straight line we denote by the arrow mark on the both sides. Why? It can be extended in this side, or it can be extended in this side. So this straight line is the combination. Straight line is the sum of all the points kept in a single direction, in a unidirection. Then it becomes the straight line, because this line can be like this also. When we give the definition of the line it may be like this also, it may be like this also, it may be like this also. These are all lines. But when we talk about the straight line, you must be particular that when the dots, when the points are put in one direction, in unidirection, either in this direction or in this direction, once you put in this direction, once you put in this direction, but should be in the same direction, one beside the other, then only we can say it is a straight line. Okay, now here I have joined all the points, so it became the straight line. Now ray. It has end at one point, another point at the other side of the ray we are denoted by the arrow mark. What does this arrow mark shows? This arrow mark shows that the line goes in this direction. So this is the fixed point. From the fixed point, the dots move in one direction, that is the ray. Where do we see this ray? When you are very small children, you will write the sun like this. Have you remembered? Do you remember this? this figure? When you are in LKG or UKG, when you are in first standard or second standard, you will write the sun like this. So what are these? These are sun rays. You will say sun rays. But now you have to write the definition of the ray. Okay. Next is line segment. Line segment is a small part of a line. Straight line is known as the line segment. These are all the very basic ideas. You have to write these in your notebook or in your notes. Okay. This is how the lines and angles will start. Now, what do we call this? What do we call this? This is a straight line. Don't say me it is scale, because I have taken this to show about the lines. So this is a straight line. Here two lines are there, but you cannot see. Now I will show you. This is one line. This is another line. Now have seen that there are two lines. So these two lines, if they have a single common point, if they have single common point, this is the common point. When they have single point, they form another figure of the geometry. What is this? We call this? It is an angle. Correct, you are right. It is an angle. So what is angle? Now you have next you have to write the angle. So this is the angle. When two rays have a common point, then when the two rays meet at a point, on that point angle is formed. This is known as the angle. You have read in the 7th standard and the 8th standard about the types of the angles. You know types of the angles. What are the types of different types of the angles? See. Both the lines are in a, can you see this? This is 0 degree. Both the lines are coincide. They are coincide with each other, both the rays. Now I will take one line. It makes some angle. How to define what type of the angle it is? How to define it? So, if I take like this, what type of angle is this? You know it is right angle. How do you know that it is right angle? Since it is having 90 degree its measurement, we call that as a right angle. Then what is the angle which has less than 90 degree as the measurement? What do we call it as? We call it as an acute angle. So this is acute angle. The acute angle measures less than 90 degree. That is acute angle. If it measures 90 degree, if it measures 90 degree, it is right angle. Correct. Next, more than 90 degree, it is called as obtuse angle. Correct. This is an obtuse angle. See, what is the measurement of this? This is 140 degree. 140 degree. Next, what is this? It is straight angle. Then what is this? Why it is called straight angle? Because the angle measures at this point 180 degree, correct? Therefore it is a straight angle. Next is more than 180 degree. More than 180 degree means, do you know the name? You have forgotten. It is reflex angle. More than 180 degree reflex angle. And if I take that line to merge with this line, what type of angle is this? Complete angle. So how many types of angles are there? Acute, right angle, acute angle, right angle, obtuse angle, straight angle, reflex angle, and complete angle. These are the types of the angles that you have to write for yourself. If you don't know how to write, you can see the textbook, and you will get the answer for this. This is about the types of the angles. Next comes adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. See, it is an angle. So another ray or another line comes in between these two lines, in between this angle. Now it is one angle, it is another angle. Can you see? Yes, you can see. It is one angle, it is another angle. Now these two are adjacent angles. So when an angle is divided by or separated by another line, then the divided lines are adjacent angles. Adjacent means by the side by side. They are called as the adjacent angles. This angle is side this angle, therefore they are adjacent angles. Okay. Next, if these two lines make the straight angle. Now what does this ray again divides this straight angle into two angles. This is an acute angle, this is an obtuse angle. You can call anything. It is here acute angle, therefore I have said acute angle. If it is like this, I would say both are right angles. Okay. So this line divides this straight angle into two angles, and these lines are facing perfectly opposite to each other. See, this line is in this direction, this line is in this direction. So these two rays are facing opposite direction. Another ray is dividing this right angle. Then these are called as linear pair of angles, because line is there. The linear, see, line is there. Linear pair of angles. Okay, understood? This is adjacent angles. These are linear pair of angles. You can ask the question, why don't we call this as the linear pair of angles? No, we can call these two as adjacent angles, also linear pair of angles, but we cannot call this as linear pair of angles, because linear means a straight line 180 degree. It is not having linear pair. It is some angle. Maybe it is an acute angle. In that acute angle, another line comes and it divides this angle. Therefore, it is called as adjacent angles. But these linear pair of angles, which makes the sum of those two angles is equal to 180 degree. Okay.